saying that Amber got together with her friends. They decided they were going to set Johnny up, and so they called the police, and they tried to make up this whole story, get him arrested, but the police said there's no evidence here, and went away, and they said, darn. And I'm trying. So they spilled wine, and they, busted up the place, and they called 911 and tried again to get Johnny charged. That's what
Nani the fuck?
I'm trying. But what were the facts? He comes over and he is on a tear about feces in the bed from a month ago, and he just won't let it go. There's somebody put that feces in the bed a month ago. That was his spin. So she gets, I'm trying. I till it on the phone. He's going, they thought, this is ridiculous. Of course nobody did. And by the way, Boo has this huge problem. Of course it was Boo. He's always doing this. Then he throws the phone at Amber. Amber screams out and says, ah, you just threw the cell phone at me. It hurts. Io says, Amber, get out of there. And he's screaming loudly 10 times, Amber. Then his bodyguards hear this. They come in, they break it up. After that, he goes and he has to, he always leaves them, Then what does he do? He rearranges the furniture. I'm trying. Uh-oh, we didn't get the first police officer, so we'll rough up the place and make a second one. You'll see. You did hear from Detective Santanaga. That's the domestic violence. So did you talk to Mr. Walton?
Let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I'm dying to talk about the
Objection, Your Honor.
Stop it. Get some help.
The approach.
So I didn't say that any of the witnesses admitted that Adam Walton planted that. I'm saying he planted it. That's me arguing the planting. She wasn't wearing any makeup. She was natural. She wasn't wearing a stitch of makeup. Every one of them says it. It's the exact same thing. Well, why would you say that? She's an actor. She's not going to go outside her house without putting makeup on. And if she has bruises, why on earth would she not put makeup on? Why on earth would she not want to cover up those bruises? It makes no sense. Do you honestly think she's just going to walk around for the week with her bruises exposed? Of course she's not. Remember Bonnie Jacobs, the therapist. Dr. Hughes and Dr. Spiegel testified about Bonnie Jacobs' notes. And remember that I was holding that, you don't get to see them. And the abuse is documented in those notes, is what Dr. Hughes testified to, both physical and sexual.
Objection, Your Honor.
That Dr. Hughes testified to that. I'm trying. When I asked Dr. Curry if she had reviewed those notes, she said yes, but she had no comment. And
Your Honor, objection.
That was in there. And when I asked Dr. Curry, she said she had reviewed them, but she had no comment. But what would Amber Heard's motive be for creating a hoax? That's a big question here. They call her a gold digger. She obviously couldn't have done it for the money. California is a no-fault state and community property. She doesn't need an excuse. And she gets 50% of whatever he earns during the time of the marriage. She could have just said, I don't like you anymore. I'm going to divorce you.
Your Honor, we're going to object again.
Stop it. Get some help.
At least 31.5. What does she take? $7 million. What does she do with the $7 million? She gives it to charity. Or she intends to give it to charity. Now, they make much ado about the pledge versus donation. At the end of the day, she's made $1 million in payments to them, but then she got sued here and hasn't been able to because she spent $6 million in attorney's fees. Who would blame a woman for giving $1 million in charitable donations? Who would do that? That sounds like psychological abuse to me. I'm trying. Depp got on the stand and says he does it anonymously, but Mr. Mandel would have been the one writing the checks, and he says that didn't happen. I promised you I was going to go pretty fast here. Ron Schnell, the young Sheldon, I call him the Doogie Howser.
I'm Ron Schnell.
Our expert on IT, took you through and tracked how they tracked the defamatory statements, the language from the defamatory statements, how that went through the social media and the negative social media. Over 2.36 million negative tweets. Aquaman was the biggest blockbuster ever for DC Films. This was her opportunity for her star. and then everything shut down. She wasn't allowed to, and instead of the career trajectory of the other comparators who all went way up, and by the way, all the experts admit that she's the only one that didn't have it. But probably the most compelling testimony that you could ever hear was from Amber yesterday and when she took the stand before. It has destroyed her life. This has consumed her. She's getting death threats. Her daughter, they're threatening to put her daughter in a microwave, for God's sakes. No human being should be put through this. Now, Johnny Depp, I'm trying. Aware of that?
No.
Okay. Now, if you don't have information that's helpful to this case,
Nani the
you
fuck?
wouldn't be a witness, correct?
Objection. Calls for
can't.
speculation.
Sustained. Sustained. Next question.
I'm not aware.
Okay, you know this case is being televised, right?
I am aware that there are cameras.
And so this gets you your 15 minutes of fame, doesn't
Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative.
it? I can ask that question.
Overruled.
So I stand to gain nothing from this. I'm actually putting myself kind of in the target of TMZ, a very litigious organization, and I'm not seeking any 15 minutes here. Though you're welcome to speculate. I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client for you.
A little argumentative. I'm trying. Let's start at the very beginning here. You were asked by Ms. Vasquez about why Mr. Depp won't or can't look you in the eye. And she read out, or she played a tape in which Mr. Depp said, "I will not see my eyes again." Do you recall that?
I do.
And that was during the mediation process in July, correct?
That was
Objection
the
leading.
first one.
Sustained.
Okay.
Is the leading.
When was this?
That was in July of 2016. That was the first mediation attempt. We met.
I'm trying. You employed a woman named Kate James, is that correct?
Objection leading.
What, if any, relationship did you have with Kate James?
She was my assistant at the time. I hired her sometime in 2012 and had as minimal contact with her as I possibly could. So,
And why is that?
she was troubled and inconsistent. She drank on the job and stuff like that, and her behavior was pretty
Objection relevance.
horrible.
She's already testified. Kate James has testified, and I think the bias, we can,
All right, I'll allow that. Go ahead.
thank you. Okay? I'm trying. Are you aware that Mr. Depp's attorneys were well aware of the TRO that was going to be presented on May 27th?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
Were you aware of that?
Lack of foundation.
Overruled if you can answer it.
Can you restate the question?
Were you aware that Mr. Depp's divorce attorneys were aware that Amber Heard was going in to seek a TRO on May 27th?
I don't think I understand the question. I don't think so, no.
Okay.
It's kind of a
Do you
complicated
know whether Blair Burke, one of Mr. Depp's divorce attorneys, had a very close relationship with TMZ at that time?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
Overruled. If he knows.
I was not aware of that.
Okay. I'm trying.
I'll sustain the objection.
In addition to Pirate 6, did Mr. Depp lose any other films between December 2018 and October 20?
Objection, Your Honor. First of all, I don't think he testified that he lost Pirate 6. Second of all,
She's now contradicting the witness's testimony, which is inappropriate.
Both of you. Overruled. Let's go. Next. Go ahead and answer the question.
Thanks for
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay. I don't have any more questions, Your Honor.
All right.
We're done.
Thank you. All right.